This is a time where a lot of people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, or like Chicken Little, the sky is falling, right? Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and I'm back today to talk about a recent article that came out and kind of summarize it for a lot of you, because I know a lot of you don't like to read. That's probably why you're on YouTube. Heck, I'm even guilty that sometimes I don't like to read. So let's go ahead and talk about this article that a lot of people are talking about and why this article is really important. This is an article that came out on Viral Launch. So Viral Launch happens to have a huge, massive amount of data about Amazon. And what this article is about, it's all about reviews. So all of your review questions will be answered because I've done you guys a service. Instead of going through all the mental masturbation that there is with this kind of crap and having to read and all the mental masturbation, again, if you guys haven't seen the mental masturbation video, you should. But I've gone ahead and summarized what they've said in, I want to say that there's might be 10,000 words in this article. So the basis of the article is what's going on with all the reviews that Amazon is removing. What's the chaos and all that good stuff. In general, there have been a massive amount of companies that have gotten their reviews removed. Take, for example, this particular 3D virtual reality glasses, 10,200 reviews removed from that particular actual listing. Same thing with this digital body weight scale. Now, this one has also had 10,000 reviews. My only question when I'm going to communicate this information to you is I don't think that these reviews were acquired in a white hat way. I believe they were all black hat, and I'll actually show you guys an example of why I think that. And I've actually shown many examples of where people's reviews have been hijacked. So I think that Viral Launch's numbers are a little off because I don't think they took that into consideration. So we'll talk more about that. But let's first talk about a summary of this particular article because it's fucking long. And I know a lot of you are doing a lot more fun things, so let me summarize it for you very quickly so you don't have to read it. And so I'm going to jump into the summary. There's a couple key points that are happening right now on Amazon. Number one, first and foremost, and if you haven't heard what I've been saying, Amazon is removing reviews. So there is a chance that however many reviews you had in the past, a lot of them are gone. I've seen in some cases, as I showed you earlier, more than 10,000 reviews removed. I've seen in some cases 40,000 reviews removed, and I'll show you that one here in a second. But I've also seen 10 or 25 or all the reviews that a product has. Heck, I even have 2 products that got all their reviews removed, and that's because I was very aggressive in the launch. And so if you are seeing that on your end, don't panic. It's happening. Amazon is taking away reviewers. They're getting rid of reviewers, a lot of different stuff. So if you see that, that's totally common. Now, the other thing is that reviews are being blocked by Amazon with a certain speed, and I'll explain what I mean by that here in a second, with particular static numbers. So what I mean by that is that they're looking at markets not in terms of if a market is super hot and a lot of people are buying in the market. Take the turmeric niche. Lots of turmeric sells on a monthly basis. We could even pull up numbers to show you. Let's go ahead and look at that really quick so you guys can see how much money people are making in the turmeric market. And you'll see what I'm talking about here when I explain this. But if we take a look at the turmeric market, we'll see that the top sellers are making well over 6 figures. In fact, number one, over $540,000 in revenue in a single month. So compare that to, let's put a hot sauce kit. Compare this to a hot sauce kit. If we look at the hot sauce kit, we will see that people that are selling hot sauce are probably making maximum 15K in hot sauce kits. So turmeric versus hot sauce, you can obviously tell which market you'd rather be in. But if we look at what number 2 says here, and that is that it doesn't matter what niche you're in, it doesn't matter how many sales you're having. There are certain static numbers that Amazon is reviewing reviews based on. And that is, if in any given day 3 unverified reviews are put on a product, if you get more than that, it's a red flag. 6 to 8 verified reviews. If you put more than that, there's a red flag. If you get caught doing more than this, they're going to suspend your account from being able to leave reviews, and you're going to get this particular warning here. Show it to you. this particular warning. Sorry, we are unable to accept your review of this product. This product currently has limitations on submitting reviews. You're not going to be allowed to leave any more reviews on that product, and it's going to be a red flag. And guess what? Somebody is going to further investigate and decide whether or not you get a temporary suspension or a longer term suspension. Now, I have seen the temporary suspensions get lifted, but the longer term suspensions, I've got a few of those. They have not been lifted yet, and it's been more than 30 days. So we can pretty much guess that they are banned. So we'll talk about what you do here in the next couple minutes. Number 3, reviews are now split by variation. So what that means is in the past, if you were selling 10 different umbrellas, all 10 of those umbrellas would share reviews. And if you had a total of 5,000 umbrellas or 5,000 reviews, it would look like all the umbrellas had 5,000 reviews. But now, if you've got a pink umbrella or a turquoise umbrella or a teal umbrella, each of those reviews will be broken down by the color. So they no longer share the reviews, which sucks for people that have lots of listings with lots of different colors. Number 4, seller feedback is now rolling 12 months. So what that means is that individual seller feedback or your company's feedback, if you get recent 1 stars, it's going to look worse on your overall rating as opposed to if you have a ton of 1 stars in the past and now you've kind of covered those up. Well, now you're pretty much screwed if you screw up in the present. So be very careful with your customer service. Be very careful with your seller performance. Make sure everything's on point, because if not, people will be able to see that. So be very careful is what I'm saying. Number 5, top Amazon reviewers are now being removed, and that is primarily because they are abusing the review system. So if you're a top Amazon reviewer and you've been removed, then it's for a reason. There's something in the Amazon algorithm that says that you are abusing the system. So a lot of your go-to people that were leaving reviews for you in the past are not going to be available anymore. So it's almost like taking away the top players on a team. Pretend LeBron gets hurt permanently, which sucks. So that is there might be a reason that you have to go out there and look for some new reviewers. And then finally, number 6, if you get suspended for review manipulation, expect to be suspended the first time for at least 21 days. Typical suspensions are 5 to 7 days, but now at least 3 weeks. And furthermore, if you get suspended twice for review manipulation, you're permanently banned. So they're not going to take any shit from anyone. So again, you have to be very careful. So what does this mean, and what does this mean we have to do? Well, we have to be a little bit more conservative about our review acquisition strategy, and we have to kind of see how everything plays out and really pay attention to what other sellers are saying. This is a time where a lot of people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, or like Chicken Little, the sky is falling, right? But realistically, it's also a tremendous opportunity for people that are entering brand new markets. And the reason for that is there's a level playing field. So basically what I'm saying is don't be launching turmeric as the market's already very well established. Instead, launch brand new products that are brand spanking new and no one has ever seen, because they're going to sell even with very little reviews. And the top thing is that your competitors are also going to have very little reviews. So it's a very even playing field. So get in there hard, and just don't get as many reviews right out of the gate. So the last thing that I wanted to show you is why I somewhat disagree with the number of reviews that have been removed with Viral Launch, and that is because a lot of people are stealing other people's reviews. So let's take a look at this particular product. I like to talk a lot about this product because what we can see here in the graph, if we click into here and we scroll down, if you haven't already installed Keepa, which most of you have, most of you are advanced, take a look at this particular important piece of information that Keepa has. It's called the More Historical Data button. If I click on that button and I take a look here, I want to look at all data, right? I don't just want to look at 3 months or the day or the week. I want to look at all data. So this product has been around for 133 days. That is 30, 60, 90, 120, and yes, I still count on my fingers. 5 months, all right? And take a look at how many reviews it's had and it's lost. So if we notice it at its inception here, and I've talked about this product numerous times, it had 2,300 reviews on February 15th. Then fast forward to March, where it acquired almost 41,000 reviews. That's like a month later. And then it lost everything, and then it's back to 18,000 or 17,000 reviews in April, and now it's at a total of 91. So what this particular product is doing, if you take a look at this here, they are creating a parent-child listing with other random products that have reviews that are no longer selling or are completely out of stock forever. And they're creating a child version of their own product with these other products, and they're grouping them together in a parent, and then taking their reviews. So that they take the 5 reviews from this sheep, the 4 reviews from this Mom Your Beautiful Travel Mug, the 91 from here, and they gather all these reviews and collect them, and pretty much it looks like they have a ton of reviews. So that's what they did with the 60-some thousand. So I think a lot of the data from Viral Launch is the data, like for example, this particular guy lost 40,000 reviews, which is invalid, and that is largely because of the fact that people are hijacking other people's listings. So if you see this happening in your niche, or if you see a brand new competitor come in with a ton of reviews, make sure you report them, because this is becoming an annoying problem that I'm seeing that's become more and more common. So get out there, report them, and that's pretty much it for this video. Again, if you guys have any questions or comments, post them below, and I will be more than happy to answer them. But I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.